Hello and welcome to another session of programming in Python with Pidgin language. So we'll just get into it and we get to do at this moment. We don't try to break down most parts of Python into smaller parts so that we'll just attack them one by one, and at the end of the day we will put everything together. So today, that very short video I won't bring come. I don't want to make it too long. And the video for today now, how we want to understand syntax and indentation in Python. Those are two very important things we do for Python. Number one, not even only Python, any language get its own syntax. Any programming language you see out there, syntax are the rules of how you write the language. If you know write down that way, you feel no get what you they look for. So most of the times you need to write the language the way they take structure, see make you like the language. Now just like you the greet person normal language, you say good morning for that language. If no sound like what is supposed to be, the person no go understand. So straight more go into syntax. We just say rules governing how you go write the language. What in syntax be is all. So let's say you just want write a simple language. You could just say good morning, for example. You need to follow a particular step of syntax. Number one, if you want make people see them, you go need to call the print function. And the print function, if you call them for Python, a function. And for programming language, anything we get function, they always follow with this bracket. They call them parentheses, or you call them bracket. So some functions they work without parameters, some you must put parameters and arguments. For syntax, if when we get to where we talk about function, we will talk about things like parameters and arguments, so that you will know the difference between these things and when to use them and when not to use them. So we don't call the print function first. Now we want print message give person, and most of the time what you want make people see out there, the data type they always they in string format. Yes, if you want to see a message, anything that has to do with text, it go in string format. Anything that has to do with number will either be maybe floating number or double numbers. Anything that has to do with yes or no, 0 or 1, true or false, now boolean data type it be. So now I just want to say good morning. Now if you observe, you go see say I put the good morning inside these inverted commas be this for up. Yes, either you use a single inverted comma or you use a double inverted comma. Everything either you do like this or you do like this, but stick to one. If they use single, use single. If you use double, use double. No use them interchangeably. This thing shows saying a string if you try right. And before we even run this program, I want to make you understand say Python again, and I repeat them, now dynamically typed language in the sense that other languages like C, C sharp, Dart, Java, you go need to declare the data type before you declare the variable name. For example, if I write something like this for Dart, I go need to first talk say this thing a string, then maybe I'll give them the variable name before I can assign them to a string value. And for programs like that, you do always end down with semicolon. For Python, we don't need to end the line with semicolon, but semicolon for other programs means the end of a line. So Python don't help us. There are some things you don't see in Python. You know, go see semicolon, you go hardly see curly braces, except if they use things like dictionaries, like sets. Now then we go to use curly braces. But other programming languages use them for function. For Python, you will see semicolon a lot, semicolon full column a lot where you do function. So we'll run this simple program sharply. We could see what it give us. If I click this code now, if you want to know how these things they take work together, watch our previous video. We show how to install the code runner and how to make it active. You can see it don't say good morning. So the syntax to say good morning for people to see now to actually print them. Another person fit say, oh, okay, I want make this thing dey as a variable, make the message dey as a variable. And in Python, like I say, if na another language, I go need to declare the type. But Python, as soon as e see wetin you dey assign, you go know the kind type wey e be. That's why e be dynamically typed language. So more just say hail. We want hailing to be a string. So if we want hailing to be a string, we fit carry this entire good morning, put am as our hailing, then inside the print, we go dey print the variable. So our next video is going to talk about variables, we're going to talk about values and all of those things. So we will treat variable well as you're supposed to treat them. But for now, I just want me to know say variable na memory location where you store something, so that if you call them, you use them later. So that's all about syntax. Syntax now the structure, now the rules of how you supposed to write the language. If you write Python in a way where they write C or C++, you could get problem with your compiler, because they're designed to work in that aspect. So another thing for Python now indentation. Indentation are just spacing. Python they very strict when it comes to indentation. For example, you go use them most of the times for things like control structures, for things like function, for things like classes and all of those things. And control structures like if else, they check for condition. But we'll just do one quick example of indentation. For example, I want to write simple function for Python, and of course, if you want to write function for Python, the syntax na def. Other programming languages you will see maybe in a function you go need to write for JavaScript, or use the arrow functions and all of those things. I must say the function name we want to write now, want make the function greet person. And if the right function, like I said, this line we will get now. This line we will get now function. I don't they write program like say I did for that be C#. So most say we run print. So this is a simple function for Python. This is the function declaration. This is the body of the function. So if you observe something, after you declare your function for Python, you go need to write this character, this operator, full column. Then after you hit on enter, you observe say the second one, the one with the line 12. See the difference between line 11 and line 12. Line 12 get like 4 spaces. For Python, yes, you go need to get, that is what we call an indentation, for you to be able to identify, say, okay, this one now the declaration of the function, this one now the body of the function. And whenever you declare function for Python, to use the function, you go need to call the function. They call a function call or function invocation. Now you invoke something, make something show for you. And to just call a function is easy as you just call the function where you create, and whatever they inside the function, now you go respond inside within the function be. So meanwhile, you get away with it. Take comments shortcuts. If you know want the right one by one, you go highlight it in your comment, hold your control key, then click your front slash button on top your keyboard. That's if they use VS Code. So if I run this program, I expect to see good morning, because I call the function. So might refresh this, so you can see it don't give me good morning. Why? This function they return good morning. So when we reach part of function, we will talk more about function. Function are part of code where they do one particular thing. If you get function to produce something, function to show date, function to manipulate, whatever it is, now functions most of the time will they pass through. So again, syntax now the rules where you go take right. Indentation and spacing for Python, which is very important. So that the two things I want to cover for this short video session be that. Once more, we want to give a wonderful shout out to Butterverse for all their efforts and everything that they do to ensure say we get these updates every day, and to take us throughout this Python journey, most especially in Pidgin language. We really want to appreciate them. The only thing we have to do for us now to continue to like these videos, they share these videos with our friends, they subscribe, hit the notification button, so that next time we drop video, you will get notification for your phone. So I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.